Today we're going to be looking at the website for River Oak Christian Academy, and I'll be showing you how to edit most of the basic content on the website. So to begin, you'll go to your website, and then you'll type in /wp-admin, and then hit enter. It'll bring you to a login page, and then after you log in, it'll bring you to the dashboard, which is this. The dashboard itself doesn't have a ton of useful information for you, but it is the screen you go to after you log in. In this video, we're going to be looking down this left sidebar and going over any sort of relevant information to making edits on the website for you. So the first thing that might catch your eye is this Updates tab. The Updates tab will contain all of the potential updates for any of your themes or any of your plugins. You don't really have to worry about this because since your website's hosted with us, we go through and update any of your plugins and themes that are compatible with WordPress every 3 or 4 days. It doesn't hurt if you want, though. You can come in here, select all, click Update Plugins. Sometimes it works for certain things, sometimes it doesn't, depending on just the plugin and the theme. As you can see here, it says an error occurred with both these, so they didn't actually update. You don't have to worry about that because, of course, we're going to update them and look into that if there's ever any problems with it. The next thing down on the sidebar is going to be Media. Media is where all of your photos, videos, PDFs, etc. Is going to be stored on your website. You can look at it in this list view, or you can click here to look at it in a grid view. Both have their advantages, as you could probably guess, depending on what you're trying to do. You can filter media items by clicking on these drop downs, choosing what you want, or you can choose by dates. If you're in the list view like this, and you want to look at more options, I think the default is 20. You can click Screen Options and change the number of items per page here. If you're ever wanting to update or add new media, you can click Add Media here. It'll bring you to this Uploading New Media page where you can drag and drop into this checkered box or click Select Files and then select whatever files that you want to upload. A lot of the time you're going to be uploading media directly to the pages that you're making or editing, so I'll show you how to do that in a little bit as well. Next thing down on the sidebar here is Forms. You currently only have one form on your website, and it is a Contact Us. If you ever want to edit the fields here, you can simply click the caret on the field. You can change the label here, not actually through this field label, but if you click Appearance, you can see placeholder, and then if you type in here, you'll see that it changes there in that box. To keep those changes or to update them actually, you'll have to click Update over here. Another thing you can do is come through here, and I keep closing that on accident. You can change if it's required or not here. And those are the main couple things that you would want to change. If you want to add new fields, you can find them over here in Standard or Advanced, and you can simply drag and drop. If you ever update anything like this and it looks unsatisfactory to you, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to help you fix it. To delete a field, click the X, click OK. And those are the basics of how to change forms. A lot of the other stuff gets pretty in the weeds and complicated, so once again, if you have trouble with it, let us know. Next thing down on the sidebar here is Pages. Pages are going to be, as you would guess, every page on your website. It's where you're going to spend the majority of your time if you're changing information. So you can see here, every page on your website. Currently there are 36. Let's go ahead and just go to your home page. Take a look at that. You'll see that it's split up into just different page sections here. So you'll have these boxes that represent the data on the front end. It looks significantly different here because there's no sort of styling or anything like that on this end. You can click up here and go to Preview Changes, which I like to do when I'm editing the content on a website. It'll open it up in a new tab, and you'll be able to have this pulled up while you are looking at the stuff here. That way you can tell what you're doing. So you can see here events, login, FAQs, and you have the slider here. That's represented here by this slider shortcode and these 3 bulleted items. If you go down, you have this quote, read more testimonials, once again represented here. So to change content in these, it's pretty simple. If you've ever used like Microsoft Word or anything else like that, it's essentially the same. You just click in the box and then just type however you want to type. Hello. And the way that I do this, like I said before, is with the preview changes. So if you type in something, you can click preview changes. It'll bring you back to this tab automatically. And then after it loads, it'll show you what that will look like. So you can see where I typed hello. If you come back here, I told you earlier about adding media. You can click Add Media here. If you have something already in your library you have in mind, you can click on it. If you don't, you can click Upload Files and upload it here. For example, if we wanted to add this golf tournament logo, graphic, you can add it in. You can see automatically it's aligning it left. You can change the alignment here so that it wraps around the text differently or doesn't wrap around the text at all. If you click this Edit button, you can change the size of the image itself to make it a little bit larger if that's what you want, or smaller. To get rid of a media item, just click on the X. It'll remove it easy enough. If you're looking to make changes to the text, such as these sort of things, highlight what you want. You can make it bold, italic. You can make a bulleted list, numbered list. You can change the alignment of this. If you ever want to make a link, let's try doing that. Type whatever you want the link to say, and then I'm going to highlight it. And then right here, you can insert/edit links. Put whatever you want, google.com. And then if you click apply, it'll apply it. If you click link options here, you can make it open in a new tab, which is really useful for external links not on your website. Oops, I messed something up. And let me open it in a new tab, and then if you click preview changes again here, you'll be able to see, click here, it's underlined, and if you click on it, google.com. Pretty simple. If you want it to look like a button, you can highlight whatever link you have, then click this Formats menu, and then click Button, and then click Preview Changes. And it should look like this Testimonials button here. So you have to click here for this button, hovers when you go over it. Of course you don't want that right there, so it is just in the preview. If you do want to make any changes actually stick or stay, make sure you click Update. And those are the basics of how to change things. Certain things like this, it has a green background. So if you click background, you'll be able to change the color here if you want. And of course, if you have any troubles with these sort of things or need help with them, reach out to us. It's super simple, and we love to help you do those sort of things. Next thing down on the sidebar is your staff. So your staff is going to be what you have in your About, staff board, and staff and board of directors here. So you can see all the people listed here. We have two categories, your administrative team and then faculty and staff, which you can see separated here, of course. If you ever want to add a new staff member, you can click Add New. If you ever want to edit a current one, simply click on their name. Let's say you get new photos for everyone. You can come in here and change those. So if you click Edit, you can see here we have the name of the person. If you scroll down, we have their image here. Scroll down more, we have the email and then their position. Categories over here are how we make them be in these two separate areas. So if you click faculty and staff or click administrative team, that's how you'll categorize those. So if you ever add anyone to the administrative team, you can click Add New, fill out their name, add their photo, put their email, their position, and then click whatever you want them to be, and then click Save or Update. And then we'll add them right here, next to Janice Payne. If you ever want to reorder these people, you can click Reorder, and then just drag and drop them in whatever order you want them to be in, and then scroll down and click Update, and then it will order them that way. Next thing down on the sidebar is going to be Appearance, Widgets. Widgets are going to be everything at the top and bottom of your website. And so for you, that's going to be your logo, your menu, and then if you scroll down, it's going to be this Facebook button, this contact info. If you ever change your logo, you can come in here, choose an image, change it. If you ever change, let's say, your Facebook URL, you can change that in here. If you ever change your email or you get a new address or phone number, you can change all that in here. Those are the basics of how to change that sort of stuff. Let's go to menu. And so here you can see that this is going to be everything in your menu, of course. If you ever need to add a new menu item, simply add the page, and then you can click on whatever page you want to add, and then you can click Add to Menu, and then it will add it all the way down here at the bottom, and you can drag and drop it wherever you want it to go. And then if you click Save Menu, it'll save it and add it to your actual website. Your website, for your submenu items, if you click the down arrow here, this little caret, you can change what their description says, which of course is going to be these words right below the actual menu item. And you can just type directly into that box and change it. And then click Save Menu when you're done. Next thing down on the sidebar is going to be Slider Revolution. This is going to be the slider at the top of your home page, which is right here. You can click Edit. It takes a second to load, and then it'll bring you to this page. And so you can see all your slides here by hovering over Slides, and then scrolling down here. If you click on them, you'll be brought to these pages. You can change what these say or change your verse or things like that by just clicking on it, and then you can type over here. If you want to change like this image, just click on it, then click on Style, then click on Select, and then you can change it by looking through media or uploading a new file. Same goes for these other slides. If you click on them, you'll be able to see them. Currently, I don't believe that these two are actually in use on your website, so if you need help editing them, or if you need help adding new slides or something like that, be sure to let us know. We can totally walk you through it. Slider Revolution does get a little bit complicated and can be really overwhelming if you don't know exactly what you're doing. I still have trouble with it sometimes. But then when you're done, you can click Save down here, click Back. It'll bring you back to the typical WordPress backend. And then that basically covers everything for how to change all the basic content on your website. Of course, if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. But thank you for listening to the video, and we look forward to helping you again, and we're excited to see your site grow.